It's Resident Horror with Train to Busan. Hope you guys are having a good day and a good night, a good evening. And be sure to hit the subscribe button, the like button, and that notification bell so you don't miss a video. It's all about this movie right here, Train to Busan, a 2016 action horror film with a runtime of 1 hour and 58 minutes out of Korea. I'm going to state this right now, right off the bat. This is one of the best zombie apocalypse movies that you will ever see. And I'm going to put some more sprinkles on top of this. This is the most emotional zombie movie out there in existence today. And if you have not seen the Train to Busan, you have to see this movie. Now, we know that this movie is popular. 95 on Rotten Tomatoes, 95 on Just Watch, 7.6 on IMDb. I don't know what they're talking about over there. It should be sky high, should be 10 out of 10. But anyway, this story is about a man who works in a company, and you know, he's all about making that dollar. So he cuts some corners and goes about his day, and cutting those corners causes a spillage out in the wild, which causes this zombie outbreak. And what really makes this film touch home and what really makes it tug at your heart is the relationships that happen within this film. The human aspect of survival and who will help who and who will stomp on your back and walk over you and trample you to death to survive. You know, will you work together? Or will you only look out for yourself? And this film really portrays that perfectly. And one of the things in this film is the relationship between the father and the daughter. Now, the mother is, you know, away. And there seems to be some issues between the both of them going on. And his mother, who he lives with, wants them to work it out, right? And also the daughter as well. And he kind of neglects her because he's always so busy making so much money. Okay, so she wants to visit pretty much the mother who is in Busan. And he really doesn't want to because he's busy with work. But fast forwarding, to appease her, he says, okay, book some tickets and let's take this train to Busan. So they board the train. Now, while they're on this train, this is when the zombie apocalypse starts to rise, and all around them is chaos. And this chaos is now brought to them on the train. So you have this claustrophobic environment with zombies on a train where you cannot really run east and west. You can only go north and south. East and west, you're out the door, but then there's zombies outside of that area that you're going to have to deal with. So they're pretty much running for their life inside of a train. So just imagine that. You can't go anywhere, and people are turning, and you're trying to hold them off until you get to a certain destination where there is the Korean military there to intervene and hopefully solve the problem. So while this is going on, you have a daughter that is feeling guilty for pretty much putting the father, well, she feels guilty for putting the father in a situation where he really didn't want to be in. He didn't want to be in the train. He didn't want to go to Busan, but he's there. And he's this ritzy money type of guy too, where he feels like everybody else's life is really not worth it in comparison to him. And this kind of conflicts with other people on the train as well, and they have conflicts and just real world issues that they deal with on the train. It was really good to see that and to see them overcome these type of issues and become selfless in order to survive. And this is one of the films that almost made me cry. I mean, every time I watch this film, I tear up. I can't even lie. The ending will make you tear up. It is just a great action-packed zombie emotional film. And the sound is brilliant. The story is brilliant. The way it is paced is excellent. The acting is excellent. I suggest you watch it in Korean so you can be fully immersed in it, because sometimes when they do voiceovers, they really mess up the emotional aspect of what the actor is trying to portray. Although the English was alright, but still the Korean language is a lot better, as it should be. So, this movie, Train to Busan, gets the resident horror stamp of approval. You have to see this movie. If you enjoy zombie movies, and not just zombie movies where zombies are getting mowed down with really no story, this has the story, the action, and the emotion to go with it. And there's also a sequel, Peninsula. I do have that in my library. I have not watched it, but when I do get to that, I doubt it's going to be better than this, so I may just give that a quick story reel review for that one. So, once again, the link is in the description for this movie. Do yourself a favor and check it out. Resident Horror signing out.